Dear students, today we discuss Transfer of Property Acts. Before this topic, we will introduce about why this act was enacted by the Indian Parliament, what are object of this act, all issues we have discussed in previous chapter. Today our chapter is definitions under section 3 of TP Act. First of all, we have to know meaning of movable property. Movable properties may be two types, movables and immovable property. Yesterday we have discussed meaning of immovable property. Mostly provision of this Transfer of Property Act 1882 are relevant to immovable property. If property is movable and transferred to another, then Sale Goods Act 1930 to be applied. But present definition of movable property, to easily we can define what do mean by movable and immovable property. Movable property means any property which transferred from one place to another without any difficulties. I am using here difficulty. Difficulty means we need not to damage or change inside of the actual property. If we are able to transfer such property from one place to another without changing, without damaging, it means such type of property to be called movable property. When we discuss immovable property, then we found that standing timber, growing crops, and grass are not part of immovable property. This is the big question for us. Why standing timber, growing crops, and grass are not part of immovable property? If you want to know actual meaning of standing timbers, growing crop, growing crops, and grass, then we will find that all things are to be used for as a movable property. Standing in nature of standing timbers, we will see standing timber knows the permanent attached with earth. Growing crops is also not a permanent attached with earth. Therefore, the objects of above mentioned things are totally different from immovable property. Therefore, all things, all property which easily transfer from one place to another without changing, without damaging, without change in its real shape, then such property to be called movable property. Movable property means easily we can understand, we can differentiate between movables and immovable property. Next, attested. What is the meaning of attestations? Why we need of attested document? So attestation in relation to an instrument means and shall be deemed always to have meant attested by two or more witnesses, which of whom has seen the executant. It means some persons who are present there and they are saying the executant are doing sign on the proper paper. So attesting witnesses are evidence to this that this document was proper executed properly by proper person. In other words, we can define to it witness each of whom has seen the executant sign his mark to the instrument, since some other persons sign the instrument in the presence of and by the direction of the executant. It means attesting witnesses are eyewitness of this, that document is properly signed and executed by a proper person. This process is called attestation, and a person who attested any document signed on particular paper is called this process is called attested process. It is not necessary it is not necessary that the witnesses should be present at the same times. No particular form of attestation is required. Attesting means verified that the deed was voluntary, executed by the proper person, and they were presented. They were means eyewitnesses were presented there at the time of executions. So it is very simple. It is very simple to define that attesting process is very important in respect of immovable property. If one person, any person want to transfer his property to another persons, and property is a immovable property, and its value is more than 100 rupees, then attesting document is required. Next, notice. What is the meaning of notice? Why notice is required to complete transactions in relation of a movable and immovable property? So notice means any information relating to property. So how can you define these terms? So notice means a person is said to have notice of फैक्ट, एक व्यक्ति को किसी तथ्य की जानकारी होना, इसको दूसरे शब्दों में हम कह सकते हैं कि उस व्यक्ति को उस तथ्य की सूचना रही होगी। ये दो प्रकार से हो सकती है। एक हम कह सकते हैं कि व्हेन ही एक्चुअली नोज ऑफ दैट फैक्ट्स, यदि वो व्यक्ति वास्तविक रूप से उस तथ्यों से परिचित है, संपत्ति की जानकारी रखता है या उसको एक्चुअली जानकारी है, तो ये माना जाएगा कि उस व्यक्ति को संपत्ति के संदर्भ में तमाम सूचनाएं उपलब्ध है। सेकंड, व्हेन बट फॉर विलफुल एब्सटेंस फ्रॉम एन इंक्वायरी और सर्च, यदि कोई व्यक्ति जानबूझकर किसी कार्य से अनुपस्थित रहता है जो उसका ड्यूटी, उसका कर्तव्य है, और उस बारे में जानबूझकर विलिंगली जानकारी प्राप्त नहीं करता है, जिसको आसानी से कर सकता था यदि साधारण सावधानी बरतता, तो उसके बारे में आसानी से इंफॉर्मेशन प्राप्त कर सकता था। और टू हैव मेड और ग्रॉस नेग्लिजेंस, या उसने ग्रॉस नेग्लिजेंस किया है, दोनों सर्कमस्टांसेस में माना जाता है कि उस व्यक्ति को संपत्ति की एक्चुअल नोटिस या कंस्ट्रक्टिव नोटिस रहा है। एक्चुअल नोटिस का तात्पर्य एक्चुअल इंफॉर्मेशन in relation of property. A mere casual conversation is not part of actual notice. यदि कोई व्यक्ति आपस में विदाउट इंटेंशन के, विदाउट किसी थिंग्स को प्रॉपर किए बिना वार्तालाप करते हैं, तो ये माना जाएगा कि भविष्य में उस संपत्ति के संदर्भ में उसको नोटिस जानकारी नहीं है। ये पर्सन इज said to have actual notice of a fact when he actually knows it. यदि वास्तविक तथ्यों से कोई व्यक्ति परिचित है, संपत्ति उसके कब्जे में है या उसकी जानकारी वो रखता है, तो इस संदर्भ में ये माना गया है कि उसको वास्तविक नोटिस है। एक्चुअल कंस्ट्रक्टिव नोटिस Constructive notice means legal presumptions of knowledge. Legal presumptions of knowledge when may be implied, it is very simple. Constructive notice means legal presumption of knowledge can arise in the following five cases. If any persons willingly abstain from an inquiry, he does not want to make an inquiry about property and willingly abstain from inquiry, it means he is not aware about his duty. Gross negligence. Every person is liable to care properly. If one of them person is not doing his work and not aware about his duty, it means he is making gross negligence. In case of the legal presumptions of knowledge can arise. Registration. If any document is registered in the registrar office, then any person can receive a copy of registration from registrar office. It means in case of registration of any documents, legal presumptions of knowledge can arise. Notice to agent. It is also part of legal presumption of knowledge. In all above conditions to be presumptions of constructive notice. So today, this both notice and attestation both are very important in respect of immovable property. Thank you.